Hello there, poetry lovers everywhere. My name is Sarah Jenkins. Welcome to another poetry deep dive today. I love Denis Martindale. He has written over 3,700 poems for the Poem Hunter website. This time, Denis Martindale has written a brand new get-rich-quick poem. Things don't always go to plan, as many a lottery winner has discovered. Here is just one example to mull over. The title of the poem is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here is what the brand new poem's message shares with us today. Section 1, The Millionaire Dream, Buying the Fantasy. So, when we think of winning the lottery, we all have that initial alluring dream phase, right? The sudden wealth, the absolute freedom. But what's really fascinating about Martindale's fantasy here is just how practical, yet utterly luxurious it starts out. The protagonist's initial euphoria is actually grounded in things that stress all of us out, mainly housing and taxes. He dreams of buying a home at last, and not just that, but having, quote, enough for each tax everywhere that makes folks look aghast. It's this dream of total financial invincibility. You're not just rich, you're so wildly rich that even eye-watering, jaw-dropping taxes are literally just a drop in the bucket. And you know, this dream rapidly escalates. Martindale brings in these incredibly specific, vivid details to build out the fantasy. We're not talking about a reliable, everyday car, it's a brand new Rolls-Royce. And you've got to love the humor he injects here, mentioning having enough to afford petrol now and then, which is a cheeky little nod to high fuel prices, or facing the very modern, ultra-luxurious dilemma of choosing the quiet, without noise electric version just to charge it up once again. These are definitely the supposed problems of the ultra-wealthy, for sure. Section 2, A Brand New Wife, The Reality Check. Well, as you might guess, the honeymoon phase of sudden wealth doesn't last forever. The poem sharply shifts its tone right here. Martindale asks, why get a fancy swimming pool to please your brand new wife? And then he hits us with this sharp, slightly mocking, but almost affectionately sad warning. You poor, deluded, lovesick fool, she'll bring you endless strife. Our newly rich protagonist is no longer just enjoying his money for himself. Nope. He's spending it to keep up appearances and please someone who might not exactly have his best interests at heart. He is, as the poet explicitly states, completely deluded. Let's see how this builds into an absolute disaster. Just look at this insanity shopping list. A fancy swimming pool, fur coats, drinking champagne, eating caviar. It's an absurd, highly stereotypical spending spree. The poem warns that she will drive him so insane, he literally won't know where he is. It's a classic cautionary tale proving that throwing massive amounts of money at a brand new, gold-digging partner pretty much guarantees that things definitely do not go to plan. Section 3, The Bank Account Drains, Repenting at Leisure. Okay, so we are now entering the climax of our story, where that supposedly endless well of money rapidly dries up. We went in expecting the shiny, luxurious dream of winning the lottery, right? The pool, the new wife, the constant celebration. But the brutal reality? Endless strife. A joint account that suddenly doesn't look so great once she buys absolutely everything she can, and a serious lack of anything left to celebrate when she moves on to her new man. That initial joy we saw with the Rolls-Royce and the paid-off taxes is completely wiped out, replaced by heavy, bitter regret. It's the ultimate reality check of getting taken to the cleaners. Let's humorously map out this super quick progression of absolute ruin. Step 1, you win the cash. Amazing. Step 2, the extravagant spending on fur coats and caviar kicks into high gear. Step 3, and this is the absolute kicker, guys, you lose the gold to the gold digger who craves it, and to her lawyers in a bitter divorce. And finally, the tragic step 4, you grow old hating her, with very little left to save. He basically lost an absolute fortune to her and her legal team. Now, what's really fascinating about this poem as a whole is the dateline. Martindale actually specifically dates this for the future, August 8th, 2026. He is essentially acting as a fortune teller here. He's presenting a futuristic vision of a guy with loads of money who marries poorly, and then has plenty of time to sit around and repent at leisure. It's really a prophetic warning cleverly disguised as a get-rich-quick poem. Finally, Section 4, The Poet's Final Warning, the ultimate takeaway. After taking us on this wild ride from euphoric wealth to absolute destitution, what on earth is Martindale's ultimate cynical solution? Well, he ends with this fantastic comedic twist. He literally begs the reader, no, please don't do the lottery. Don't win the cash that way. His solution isn't careful financial planning or ironclad prenups. No way. His solution is just to avoid the whole mess entirely. He says, "You're better off if you ask me, single, like me, okay?" It's a hilarious conclusion that staying single and keeping yourself out of the lottery lines is the only true way to protect your peace of mind and your bank account. So the crucial point we're left with today is this. Was the guy really better off having won and lost it all? I mean, he sure seemed to be at first, driving that quiet electric Rolls-Royce, but maybe not so much later, when the lawyers got involved and his money literally ran out? Or is Denis Martindale right? Is it better to just stay single and enjoy a quiet, ordinary life away from all the endless strife? It's a fascinating question that really makes you reevaluate the ultimate millionaire dream. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope it leaves you eager to analyze even more brilliant poetry with me next time.